Hi, my name is Heather. I am a PMHNP student and I have been with Psychiatric Wellness since fall of 2024. I wanted to take a minute to share my student experience with you. I'm sure you're aware Psychiatric Wellness is not a traditional clinic. They practice integrative psychiatry. So if you have a special interest in that, look no further, you have found your place. The students and the educator get together once a week. This is for our educational day where we are learning all about integrative psychiatry, trauma-informed care, post-traumatic growth. We learn various techniques that we can then take into our sessions. So we've learned about resetting emotional circuits, experiencing emotions, the emotional freedom technique, 4-7-8 breathing, peaceful place, image transformation technique. We've learned about EMDR, the phases of EMDR, and the resourcing techniques with EMDR. All of the providers here are EMDR trained, so if that's something you're interested in, you will see that utilized at this clinic. And not only are we learning these things, we are learning them, but we also get to experience them. So we get to practice some of these techniques on our education day. You get to practice them with your peers. And I just think that's very valuable it's not like you're just reading it in a book. You are learning about this and then you get to practice it and experience it for yourself. And there's been many times when I have learned a technique and then the next week I've been on my actual clinical day seeing patients and a light bulb will go off, as the patient's talking, and it's like, okay, I remember that technique I learned last week. Could I apply that here? How do you feel about us trying this technique? So I think there's just endless opportunities to grow, not only professionally, right? We're learning so many good things. They're going to benefit us as future providers, but also on a personal level. Like I'm learning all about integrative psychiatry and I'm learning ways to benefit my own mental health through this process. And that is amazing in itself too. So just endless opportunities. The staff here is amazing. Everybody is truly passionate about what they do and passionate about their students and helping their students succeed. I don't think there's a program like this in Oklahoma, especially for integrative psychiatry. So it's just an amazing facility with an amazing community around you. So I thought it was cool too. In the beginning, we were encouraged to fill out intake paperwork. So, to your comfortability, fill out the intake paperwork because the intake paperwork is extensive, but there's a purpose for it being so extensive, right? We need to know all of this information about our clients. So Elizabeth encouraged us to, fill it out and see what that's like. And that's kind of the whole premise behind everything we do is see what it's like because, if you're asking your clients to do these things, it's good for you to know what you're asking them to do so you can experience it too. Another thing that I like about doing clinicals here is they offer Spravato treatments. So I've learned a lot about Spravato. I've gotten to see it administered in the clinic. So if you're interested in that too, there's opportunities to learn all about that. I like the education days. You get, really great education and you get to meet with other students that are, and they may be in different programs than you. I personally don't go to a brick and mortar school, so I like this day because it kind of gives me that sense that I have classmates, that aren't virtual. So I get to meet like-minded people and, we're all going through the same struggles of being students. So there's just a sense of community there where you get to bond with people. So yeah, I can't say enough great things. This is a amazing opportunity for those that are truly interested in trauma-informed care and integrative psychiatry and EMDR. I would say look no further. You have found your place if you're interested in that. The education day is on top of your, it's separate from the days you're seeing patients. So there is a little more of a requirement on that end, but I just think the benefits of it are going to pay off in the long run. So, yeah. If anybody has questions, reach out. I'm happy to talk more about my experience and I wish you luck on your journey.